Okay, obviously, not every fashion trend looks good. I can name plenty that I don't like. Those red boots, tote bags, and I have some personal beef with jean shorts. All these I can never see myself wearing, which kind of proves my point that you shouldn't be wearing any fashion trends that you don't like yourself. But of course, there are fashion trends that I do like, and I like them because I could see myself wearing them. So let's go over some fashion trends that actually look good, in my opinion. All right, the first one is going to be Johnny collared polos. The more I've seen these, the more I fell in love with them. I started seeing these a lot recently, and as soon as I did, I knew I had to pick some up for myself. So I went to Zara and I ended up spending $50 on a long sleeve Johnny collared polo. Now, just in general, I think these look great, but they look even better when they have some texture on them. So this one from Zara has exactly that, but I've seen very similar ones in places like Abercrombie and Fitch. And this is good because this fashion trend isn't exclusive at all. You can find this pretty much anywhere. Like I said, Zara and Abercrombie and Fitch carry the ones that I have, but you could also check out places like ASOS, even places like Gap Factory. Now, of course, there are some ones with texture and there's some normal ones. Honestly, both look good in my opinion, so I don't think you're really missing out if you get either or. Now, this ties perfectly into the old money aesthetic, which is a trend on itself, but we'll be talking about that more later on. The next fashion trend that I actually think look pretty good are going to be sets. Now, pretty much what I mean by this is going to be matching sets from the bottom and from the top. It's kind of like one full piece, but separated into two. However, I do want to say that you should not get this mixed up with something like a romper, which is just one piece that you throw on. Yeah, trust me, definitely stay away from things like this. Now, when it comes to matching sets, there are some that are way too bold. In my opinion, I don't think these look good at all. And there's some more laid back ones, which are a much better option in my opinion. I like the laid back ones, mostly kind of in the French terry, more kind of sweatshirt type of material. The one that I have is from Ours. This whole matching set trend definitely did grow on me. At first, I did not like how it looked, but I thought I would give it a go myself. And surprisingly, I don't think it's that bad, which again kind of proves my point. It is always good to experiment because at the end of the day, you might not know for a fact if you like something or not, unless they're jean shorts. Because again, I hate these. All right, the next fashion trend that surprisingly doesn't look that bad is going to be Birkenstocks. Now again, I kind of changed my mind on this. However, this is a question that we need to answer. Do I own these? No. Am I thinking about getting some? Probably. I have been seeing them a lot more and more. So of course they are a pretty big trend in men's fashion. The thing is, they're a little bit pricey, so I'm still on the fence if they're worth the money. I feel like for that price range, there are better options. So I'm not going to fully recommend it just because I don't have it myself, but I think they are at least worth checking out. Because look, for $120, I really do think there's better options, and especially because I can't even tell you how comfortable these are. But if I were to get one, I would definitely get this colorway right here. This khaki color looks good, so maybe I could put it on my list for the spring. The next fashion trend that actually looks good is going to be knit button-ups. Now again, this is going to be one of my more recent pickups, and luckily enough, I finally learned the real name of it because at first I was just calling it a textured button-up, but now I know that that texture that I was talking about really just means that it's knitted. So again, the one that I have is from Zara, but this is not exclusive at all because you will find them anywhere you go. Abercrombie and Fitch is very popular with this kind of stuff, so I'll definitely look there first. I did mention it in an earlier video. I do want to do a shopping haul at Abercrombie and Fitch because they're very known for having pieces like this. Again, these are fashion trends that I actually do like, so let me know what do you think about that in the comments. But this one definitely goes hand in hand when it comes to the Johnny collared polos. Both of these are huge in men's fashion right now because both of them are part of that old money aesthetic, which is very popular right now. I think these both look great for the spring and summer, especially this one because it's knitted. It's a little bit more breathable, which is perfect when it gets hotter. These two are definitely my favorite trends in men's fashion right now, so I'm definitely gonna be picking up a lot more of these pieces. Something else also worth mentioning is that if you really want to go into that old money aesthetic, which is a trend on itself, you should definitely be picking up some linen shirts because linen on itself isn't much of a fashion trend, but that old money aesthetic is. All right, the next fashion trend I love because you don't have to spend any money, and that is going to be tucked in shirts. So this one is perfect because anybody can do this because like I mentioned earlier, you don't have to spend any money. Wherever you have already, the only difference is tuck it in. Now, in my opinion, the easiest way to start is going to be with what I'm wearing right now. Right now I have a tank top and an overshirt on top, but instead of letting the tank top hang out, all you got to do is tuck in the shirt. Now, one thing that's very popular in men's fashion that everybody's talking about is that golden rule of thirds. Pretty much what they say is that the bottom piece of your outfit should make up 2/3 of your outfit. It basically just means that you should elongate your legs, and the best way to do that is by tucking in your shirt. Of course, other things really help, like cropped shirts or any type of top piece should be cropped, so you can really get that golden rule of thirds. Now, I will say I have been implementing a lot in my own outfits, and the way I've been doing that is by tucking in my shirt. Now, sometimes I feel a little awkward doing it just with my shirt alone, so like I said, the easiest way to do that is with wearing an overshirt above it and tucking in your bottom piece. But you should at least be experimenting it with other things as well. Now look, there are plenty of other men's fashion trends right now. Some that I've been seeing on the come up are going to be things like soccer jerseys. Again, this is going to be something else that I want to experiment with, but as of right now, I don't have any. Knitted vests are also very popular. I'm on the fence about this one. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to try this out or not, but I don't completely hate it. Now, I will say that I did see a video on TikTok earlier. I know TikTok fashion is its own thing, but this was a very valid point. Pretty much what it was saying that right now in men's fashion, because the rise of TikTok made everything so popular, there's really no single men's fashion trend that you should be following, because pretty much right now, everything is a trend on its own. Everything is popular. Right now is probably the perfect time in men's fashion because you could pretty much wear whatever you want. And at this point, pretty much everybody agrees that you can make anything look good. So of course, at the end of the day, wear what you want. Now more than ever, you should not feel pressured to follow a trend just because it's a trend or just because you want to fit in, because like I mentioned earlier, everything is very popular right now. But I still think that trends are a good way to experiment with new things, find out what you like, find out what you dislike. So let me know if there's anything in this video that you're going to try out next. Let me know if there's things that you hate, like jean shorts. Of course, with any of these, you should be wearing men's jewelry. And if you want to learn more about men's jewelry, I have a video that's going to show you exactly that. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.